How many times have we, as children, tried to express something, an idea, a concern, or a point of view, and been met with the familiar line, you don't know how the world works, or you're too young to understand? I myself have lived this more times than I can truly count. Moments where I was dismissed, talked over, and silenced with the lack of experience card. I stood quiet, choosing peace over argument. But this quiet moment sparked a question in my mind. How are we, the youth, supposed to voice ourselves? We may not have decades of experience, but we can think for ourselves. So, why is it that our voices should not be heard? The median age of the world is just 31. That means half of humanity is 30 or below. The 2014 demographic of the UNFPA estimates that there are more than 1.8 billion people between the ages of 10 and 24, making this the largest generation of the youth ever. Yet, only a tiny fraction of them sit at the tables where the decisions are made. The average world leader is 62, and in most national parliaments, fewer than 3% of members are less than the age of 30. Despite forming nearly half of the world's population, young people make up less than 6% of lawmakers worldwide. At the same time, youth unemployment hovers around 13%, nearly double the adult rate. This generation is the most educated and digitally connected in human history, yet often the most excluded from formal power. And while the driving movements for climate change, gender equality, innovation, and human rights, they still told you're too young to understand, too emotional, or too idealistic. Although some may argue that the youth aren't mature enough to run governments and that experience matters, the question is not whether experience matters or not. It absolutely does. The real question is, does experience automatically increase with age? Or can young people bring to the table new and modern forms of experience, such as digital fluency, social awareness, innovation, and fresh perspectives? Today's youth are the pioneers of progress. With rapid advancement, technology, and education, today's youth are achieving feats that were unimaginable just a generation ago. Be it any field, technology, healthcare, sports, or even art, the youth are revolutionizing these fields. They are replacing traditional methods with new, bold, and dynamic ideas. And in doing so, they are shaping the future bit by bit. Surveys show that 65% of youth dream of being an entrepreneur and starting their own business. This isn't a joke. It's the urge to be better. It's the urge to earn money and the urge to do something good for the world. This ambition is the fuel to many popular startups across the world, solving real world problems on a huge scale. Social media has been an integral part of the lives of the youth, with more than 75% of the users of platforms like Instagram, X, Discord, and Reddit being under 30. Social media, a place where they are freely heard. It helps them organize protests, lead awareness campaigns, or even coordinate mass movements. Social media helps the youth amplify their message and facilitates unity and coordination among the people. Greta Thunberg reminded the world that conviction has no minimum age. At 16, she stood before the United Nations and said, "How dare you?" shaking the very people twice her age into action. Her climate strikes have mobilized millions across more than 150 countries. Malala Yousafzai proved that education can be an act of rebellion. Shot at 15 for speaking out, she survived. She stood before the United Nations and became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate in history. They didn't wait to grow up, they grew the world up. But at the end of the day, here's the simple truth: the world is advancing faster than ever, and the youth aren't just watching it happen. We're shaping it. We're the generation that learned to question things, to unlearn old ideas, and to speak up even when it's uncomfortable. And honestly, we don't get everything right, but at least we're trying. We're learning, adapting, experimenting, failing, and rebuilding. That's exactly how progress works. Yes, the world still underestimates us. Yes, in many places our voices are labeled as rebellious or naive. But if history and today's examples show anything, it's that whenever the youth step forward, something shifts. A conversation begins. A movement is sparked. A system finally gets challenged. So, if half the world is under 31, maybe it's time the world starts listening. Because the youth aren't just preparing for the future, we're already building it. Thank you.